Boker Tov. Today's breakfast, as well as the next 2 days of breakfast for the Minyan, has been sponsored by Mr. Yosef Ablozadeh in honor of the Hatzlacha of all of Am Yisrael, protection of all of the Chayalim, and Refuah Shema for all Chole Yisrael, to scale mitzvot. Please make breakfast and have that in mind as well. Chazak Baruch. Continuing with the halachot of Pikuach Nefesh, we're almost at the tail end of Chole Shesh Bo Sakana. So discussing yesterday's halacha of Refuah Segulit, just continuing that, the next seif, anytime they mention that halacha, is a Kamia, is this amulet. We won't get into the details of that necessarily, but just that's to wrap up yesterday's idea. This is an example that we spoke about Refuah Segulit. The Kamia is that example that the halacha brings, that whether or not you're allowed to write it on Shabbat, if the Chola is asking for it, if it's proven that this guy, the sofer who's writing it, is a mumche, all of those ramifications fall in that category, and we won't get into those details as of now. But the next topic is, what about a Chole that is not feeling well at all, asks you to write a letter to send to a chacham or a big rabbi to get a beracha on Shabbat? Is that allowed? Is not allowed? What's the halacha with that? So Ravadia writes, "Mutar lishloach mivrak b'Shabbat al yedei goy lechacham gadol v'tzadik mefursam b'vakasha leitpalel al chole mesukan." You're allowed to send a message, a letter, using a non-Jew on Shabbat to a big chacham, to big tzaddik, asking for his tefillot to pray for this individual. But this is on the condition that the chole asks for this to be done. Why? Because then we're dealing with an extra scenario where if we don't give the chole what he wants, he might psychologically get even more upset, get even more in pain, get even worse, and take a turn further south. This halakha, this concept where we're concerned for the chole's well-being, appears all over Halachot Refuah on Shabbat. The most primary source is in Hilchot Yoledet, when a woman is giving birth. The Rambam has a famous example that she can be a blind woman. A blind woman says in the labor delivery room, tells the doctors, please light this candle for me so you see better. The Achronim write, how does that help? She's blind, she can't see anything. But the Poskim explain, the Rambam says it's mutar on Shabbat for her to do that, and doctors have to light a candle, that's deoraita, or even turn on the lights today, because the chole, the yoledet, the woman giving birth, when she knows that there's extra light in the room, she has ease of mind, she has peace of mind, and she's more comfortable, and that comfort is extremely important in medicine as well. Halakha recognizes that peace of mind as well. So that applies here as well. The chole is on his deathbed, it asks for a message to be sent to a chacham to pray for him. You're allowed to do so using a non-Jew. If the chole didn't ask for it, then you shouldn't do Isur D'Rabbanan either. But if the chole is asking for it, you may send using a goy. This also, same concept is a non-Jew can write in his foreign language a message to send it to for someone to pray for him, the korvo shel hachole hamisukan, to give a message to the patient's family, so they can pray for him and do different types of things on their end that can help make this person feel better. This is an extension of the previous halakha. We should only know of smachot and fulfill halakha in the most proper way. Chazak Baruch.